La Montrachet, Xavier.
Oh, exactly right, Mr. Mitchell.
I like what you've written very much.
Or just a few rough words to boost up your public image.
I could hope, though, that there would be a little bit more about my daughters.
That's page 8.
Oh, all right, page 8. Mrs. Walsh is seldom without her #1 mom charm. How did you know about my charm?
Well, now, I make it my business to learn interesting details about interesting women.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that I could meet with the promotional department so that we could arrange...
Oh, it's absolutely unnecessary. You don't need to. I've decided you're hired. Isn't this the easiest time you ever had in your life getting a job?
It's the only time I've ever gotten a job.
Oh.
Well, this will be nice to let the public in on what Lucinda Walsh is really like. Now, why have you kept yourself hidden off there for so long?
I've had reasons, but I'm really glad you're getting my family into this promotional stuff.
Oh, now, the public loves to read about tycoons and their heirs, especially if they're 2 beautiful daughters. Of course, I'll have to be spending a lot of time with you to get my facts straight.
Oh, you will?
Oh, yeah, from what I understand, your story is fantastic. Sort of a female Horatio Alger, from rags to riches.
Come on, tell me something. Where do you get your information about me?
Oh, no. I wouldn't want to give away my little secrets.
I hope it's not from Lisa McCall, because on the subject of me, she ain't reliable.
Now, let us make a pact. I will not talk about Lisa to you, and vice versa.
You got it. Hey, now that you have the first job of your life, when do we start work?
Oh, well, now, I'm afraid I'll have to wait for a little time, you see, until after my niece's marriage. Oh, that reminds me. I've got your invitation.
Wonderful, because that wedding has been on my mind so much lately.
Yes, well, I will need the name of your escort. I mean, for the place cards of the reception.
Yeah, I'll hold the evening front page as long as I can. I'm going to give Averil Hobson a lot of free publicity. The kind he wasn't looking for. Let me know just as soon as the jury dismisses Kim's case. All right, bye.
You're awfully sure of the outcome, aren't you, Brian?
Well, I may not be a practicing attorney anymore, but I know a thin case when I see one. You got something for me there?
Oh, I most certainly do. Itinerary, reservations, and tickets. Boy, are you going to have a wonderful honeymoon. What a great place he picked.
I just hope it's not too, conventional for Shannon, you know?
Conventional, Brian? Are you serious? She's going to love it. I am so happy for you.
Thanks, Julia.
Yeah. Hi, Julia.
Hello.
Hi, honey.
How are you?
Hi, Brian, I know it's awfully early and everything, but have you heard anything about Kim in the trial?
Well, I just talked to one of my reporters, and from what he's been able to ascertain, the jury's only heard 2 witnesses so far.
Is that all? Oh, dear. Tom asked me to please stay away, but if they're going to drag their feet like this, it's going to be impossible.
Well, for goodness sakes, Lisa, go over to the courthouse. I'm sure Kim would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Well.
How was your trip to, Pearson's florist?
Oh, well, it was wonderful. They're going to make the most original, beautiful bouquet thanks to Lisa.
Well, I have a surprise. Our honeymoon plans are all set. You're going to be spending your first few days as Mrs. Brian McCall in a castle.
You mean the castle on your island?
No.
Oh, well, now, that's going to be a little bit drafty. It's just ruined.
No, I mean the castle of one of my ancestors, just outside Edinburgh.
Edinburgh?
Yeah.
As in Scotland?
That's right. It's beautiful there. The music, the mountains, the poetry. You really hate the idea, don't you?
No, I'm thrilled. Just thrilled. There are so many places you could have chosen. Why did you choose Scotland?
Well, to tell you the truth, time was running short, and I couldn't make up my mind, so Barbara suggested it. She said you'd always talked about wanting to go there.
Oh, she did. Isn't that just perfect? Really. Now, I think that's very, very romantic. I think it's very clever of Barbara, don't you?
Oh, yes. Yes, Barbara's nothing if not clever.
Helen, it looks great. Harry, I never would have believed it, but you're going to make a wonderful flapper. You're going to look beautiful. It's hard to believe that you're the same woman that I found sleeping on the steps of Fashions Limited one morning.
I'm not, thanks to Brian and Shannon.
Ah, and speaking of Shannon, Arrangements are all set for her bridal shower. It's going to be the same night as Brian's bachelor party. Lisa's offered her house, so we'll have lots of room, and I'm counting on you to get her there unsuspecting, because I want this to be a surprise.
Oh, I'm sure it will be when she finds out you're giving it.
I can't remember when I've been looking forward to a wedding more.
Not even one of your own? Well, you have had a couple, haven't you? I believe someone even told me that you were once engaged to Tom Hughes.
Ah, yes. Well, that was a very, very long time ago, and Tom and I are very good friends now. Helen, Hen looks great. Why don't we get Harriet out of the dress, okay? Hello, Lyla. Hi, is Lisa here? No, Lisa's not here. May I help you?
No, I don't think so. Well, I'm looking for a dress for Shannon's wedding, but I'll wait till Lisa comes back.
Lyla. Look, I don't know what Margot told you about what happened between me and Tom, but just know that there are two sides to every story.
Yeah, well, I'm not really interested in your side of the story. I'm sure that you can justify everything that you've done in your own mind. But you hurt my daughter very much. And it's not easy for me to sit around watching you get away with it. Because I just wish that I could tell all of Oakdale what you've done.
But you won't be that foolish, will you?
Don't push me. You know, Shannon told me on New Year's Eve at a party that you were the type of person that was only interested in other women's men. But I just didn't listen.
Well, I'm glad you didn't, because it's not true.
Oh, it is true. Sort of sickening. If I had it my way, I would tell every woman in this town about what you are, so they wouldn't make the same mistake as Margot did. And that was to trust you.